guys, happy Tuesday and welcome back to the vlog. I'm so excited to be filming vlogs again. That's one of my goals for 2025 is to be more consistent on YouTube because it actually is one of my favorite platforms to film and edit for, but it's also the platform that intimidates me the most. I don't know why I put a lot of pressure on myself for some reason, but we're gonna just jump in right into the things that scare us this year. It is 8:30 on Tuesday morning right now. I just got up, second day of my cycle, and for some reason I am always like beyond tired on these days. Not the end of the world, but I tried to get up at 6:30 this morning when Connor was leaving for work and I couldn't do it. So we are up now. I had this idea last night when I was on the treadmill to do like a raspberry cobbler flavored coffee. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. I have some raspberries in the fridge that I need to use, so I think I'm gonna make those into like a simple syrup and then maybe add some like brown sugar and like butter extract to make it kind of that like cobblery flavor. I don't know for sure, but we're gonna try it. One of my favorite things ever is we have a ton of these matchbooks left over from our wedding. They're so freaking cute. I got them off of Zazzle. They're so freaking cute. They say the Wraths, a perfect match, and then our wedding date. We have this entire bowl left over from our wedding, and it's so fun to just like dig through and have on display. It's just the best thing ever. First things first, my raspberry coffee turned out so freaking good. This is an insane combination. I think tomorrow I'm gonna add chocolate syrup to it to make it like dark chocolate raspberry flavor. Surprisingly, very good. Moving on to what I got on the docket today. I don't have a ton of things going on. That's funny, you can like see me sitting on the couch. I don't have a lot going on today. I'm gonna take Kipper for a WALK in just a little bit, and then at 11 I'm going up to the bar studio. I did an audition last week to become a certified bar 3 instructor, and that's like the first step in the training process. You have to pass the audition, and I got a call back yesterday that I passed, which is so excited and means I can go up there and meet with them to see if I'll be a good fit for like the studio and what they're looking for. So we'll kind of see how it goes. If that goes well and I want to move forward with the process, then I'll start the actual like training for it, which is really exciting. I've wanted to be a fitness instructor for so long. I've said this a lot of times on like TikTok and stuff, but I've always wanted to become a certified yoga instructor, but that process is really expensive and very time consuming. It's not just like a very, I don't know, it's not easy to get into, and so I just don't feel like I'm at a place right now where like I can take that much time off of work or like dedicate that much time of my life to becoming a yoga instructor. I don't know, this might be a good first step into the world of like fitness instructing. Anyway, I'm going up to that in like an hour or so, so I need to go on this WALK first, finish my coffee, and then we're gonna have to get some work done for the day. I'm starting to get cramps again, which is not fun. Caffeine is not supposed to help, but a girl's gotta have her morning coffee, right? We just got home from the gym and now we're gonna go head over. My dad made chicken parm for dinner, so we're gonna go have that with my parents and my sister. Super nice because it's already 8 o'clock and we haven't eaten dinner and we haven't made anything. And Kipper gets to go play with Milo. Oh my gosh. Oh.
You're gonna wait?
Okay, we're making our nightly Ninja Creamy. I got Connor one for Christmas and we've been perfecting them. I think I want a chocolate. Are these two chocolate? Does it matter which one I use?
One of them's probably gonna be a lot worse.
Why? Clean Simple Eats, brownie butter, protein powder, and some milk, and that's literally it. You normally run hot water over it first. Oh my god, this looks so good. That's insane. It looks amazing, Connor. Good morning, you guys. I'm heading off to a hair appointment. It has been 7 months since I dyed my hair. I usually get it super blonde, and the last time I got it done was right before our wedding. It's been a while and I'm very excited. I'm actually not going blonde this time. I don't know if you can tell, but my like natural hair color is really coming through. It's just like so dark. As much as I love being a blonde, it's just a lot of maintenance and I'm tired of it. So I think I'm gonna go a little bit darker. I just also think that looks super classy. I'm very excited, but we're gonna be late if we don't leave in a few minutes. We're gonna drive an hour to go get my hair done. Okay, hair is done. I am so obsessed. I don't know if you can tell like that much of a difference on camera. Looking at it, like to me it's so different, but it's not like insane. It's definitely darker, and I told her I wanted to be like a honey blonde, kind of. Not crazy because I'm so used to getting my hair done and it's bleach blonde, but I also didn't want to be like brunette and be like shocked at my appearance. So we kept like the front pieces kind of light, but then we made everything else like just a darker blonde so that it's easier to maintain. She said I can go darker if I want to, like go a level down if I'm still loving the dark, or if I want to go back up to blonde in the spring, summer, I totally can, and it's not gonna like kill my hair. It turned out exactly how I wanted it, which I'm just so happy. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder because I'm loving how it looks. I feel like it just looks good on my skin tone too. Like it looks more natural than when I would get it like insanely bleached blonde white. I need to drive home though because it's another hour-long drive. Wait, I didn't even tell you guys. I got pulled over on the way here. Yeah, that was crazy. That was the first time I've ever gotten pulled over. I was driving. I literally set my cruise control to 75 and it was 70, which I know is speeding, but I was going with the flow of traffic. Like cars were still passing me, but I was able to like get around semis, if that makes sense. Don't even like remember. I'm like such a cautious driver. Like I don't speed crazy ever. Like I'm so paranoid about getting pulled over. I'm like always driving 2 hands on the wheel. So I like passed this one truck and then I got back in the right lane, and all of a sudden this black car whips around and gets right behind me, and I was like, fuck, I'm getting pulled over. I knew it. They flipped their lights on. I pulled over, rolled the window down, and he was like, I pulled you over because you were going 85 and it's 70. And I was like, what? No. And he's like, yeah, you were going 85. You were passing that truck. They were going in the mid 70s. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I had my cruise control set to 75. Like I had no idea. I'm so sorry. So he goes, and I'm so confused because I can see my cruise control. It was set to 75. And I'm like, I know that there's so many cops on that road. So I was being extra cautious. Like I'm literally driving and I'm like always checking my speed, if that makes sense. So he comes back. All right, I'm not gonna write you a ticket. Like this is just a warning. You were going 75, but just slow down. And I was like, okay, thank you. Like I really appreciate it. So I was going 75. I was so confused. Anyway, my heart was pounding, but then I was like, what the hell was that? Regardless, I still made it 1 minute early to my hair appointment, and now my hair looks fire. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I now cannot say the fun fact that I've never been pulled over. Oh, I just love it. Oh my God, it looks so freaking good. Good morning. If I can get my curtains out of the way. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I can't believe it's already end of the week. I didn't vlog yesterday because I quite literally didn't do anything. I barely left my house, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. We had a very chill day, which was much needed. I made my delicious favorite coffee recipe that like all of my friends and family ask me to make them when they come over for coffee. It's just a like brown sugar honey shake and espresso, and it's so freaking good. I filmed the whole thing for TikTok, so if it's not banned by now, you can go and watch it on TikTok. Today, I fear is going to be a lot like yesterday, not a whole lot on the docket. It is the coldest day we have had in a while. It feels like a cold snap. I want to take Kipper for a walk, but I'm gonna have to really bundle up to do so. It's also like insanely overcast and dark. I was just talking to my mom and saying how like it's so depressing when I woke up early this morning with Connor before he went to clinic. I woke up with him at like 6:15. I had a really slow, beautiful morning, just like chilling on the couch. I watched a podcast on YouTube. I made my breakfast, yada yada. And I was waiting for it to just like get light outside so I could, you know, take Kipper on a walk and start my morning and start filming and stuff. I checked my phone and it was 8:15, and I legitimately thought it was like maybe 7:15 because of how dark it was outside. It just like has not been getting light out. I am having a way better winter though than I have in years past. I think it helps to live near family. We're in a house now, which we used to live in an apartment, and I just feel like for some reason we also lived in an apartment that was north facing. So in the winter months, our apartment literally never got natural sunlight. It was our apartment and out of our apartment window, there was a little driveway, parking spots in between the two, and then like more apartments were just like stacked in there. And so we were north facing, and the only time we would get sunlight is when the sun would reflect off of those windows and those buildings and back into our apartment. So it was like 1 hour a day we would get like indirect sunlight essentially. Winters there, I seriously struggled so much. I was also like freshly post-grad, like so broke, moving in with my boyfriend at the time, away from family, like starting a new job. It was just a lot. And so the last couple of winters I really struggled. And this is the winter I finally feel like, one, our lives are in a much more stable spot in like quite literally every aspect. Two, being in a house that actually gets, well, it's overcast today, but like we get more sunlight than we would have. Three, I have a dog now, like he keeps me entertained, he gets me outside, gets me moving. And four, honestly, I just changed my perspective on winter, which like I remember having the thought this fall of like, okay, winter's approaching and I kind of have to decide how I'm gonna deal with it this year. Last year I started going to hot yoga in October to combat my seasonal depression. I would go 5 times a week minimum. It got me out of the house. On the like gloomiest, rainiest days, I would still be getting out of the house. I would be moving my body, getting into a warm environment. And that was so game changing that this year I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't really want to pay for a hot yoga membership right now, but I'm still going to the gym. I'm going to bar classes, going on walks with Kipper, just kind of choosing to be like, okay, January and February quite literally suck here. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do is get through it, like whatever it is, just like kind of romanticizing winter in a way. Doesn't make me love it anymore, but I'm not hating it this year. And I'll stop yapping after this. The light is at the end of the tunnel in that we're already in January. January is the worst month. February is hard, but at least it's a short month. And then we hit daylight savings and it starts getting lighter out, and then it's spring. Like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That is my rant nobody asked for. I'm looking absolutely haggard this morning. I threw my hair up in a bun and I thought it was so cute, and now I'm realizing it's like the frizziest, most disheveled looking bun you've ever seen, but that's the beauty of working from home, ain't it? Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the sun just like majorly came out, so we're gonna take Kip on a WALK. I can't say it or else he knows what I'm saying and he's gonna get too excited. It literally, the sky just like cleared up out of nowhere. It's the bluest skies now. I've been cooped up all day long just like staring at a screen, and I need to stop that. Literally my job. Honestly, I was thinking this just now. I don't want TikTok to go away. However, I think it would be so good for me because the amount of time that I spend on that godforsaken app is actually stupid, even though like I consider it to be one of my jobs more or less. It's crazy how much time I spend on there. Along with that, I'm not gonna yap right now, so hold me to that. I just wanted to say though, I do think if TikTok were to go away, it would be so interesting to see what the shift is in like people's style and like tastes and interests, because I feel like we've gotten to a point where everyone has the same interests because of apps like TikTok, where you can quite literally see what everyone else in the world is doing at this very given moment, and like what they're wearing, what they're listening to, what they're watching. And it's like, on one hand, it's fun to be a part of a culture that's so closely knit. However, I feel like we've lost a lot of individuality because of it, because we're all so hyper focused on what the current trends are and fitting into those trends, and like everything moves so fast. So I do think it would be really interesting to see what would happen if like we really just stripped away an app like TikTok, where you can really see the trends and people are kind of forced to figure out who they are outside of like what everyone else is doing, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that was such a deep tangent for me to literally just say that I'm going on a walk. So let's go on a walk.
You hear me say that word, mister?
Connor and I got Chipotle for dinner last night, and I ate the entire burrito bowl, no shame. So I'm making some mac and cheese for lunch, because normally we eat our dinner leftovers for lunch the next day, but since I don't have any, I'm just gonna make this, because honestly I've been craving mac and cheese for weeks. We're back from the gym. I have a face mask on and it's from my favorite brand, I Do Care. A Korean skincare brand, but they sell them on like Amazon and stuff. It's gonna be a chill Friday night. My mom is cooking dinner. My sister is home from college for just a couple more days, but this is the last night that we can all do dinner together. So we're gonna do dinner with my family and then probably just watch a show, make a Ninja Creamy, and go to bed, because Connor doesn't work tomorrow. I work at the winery in the afternoon, but we're just gonna like take it easy. It's the weekend now, so we can relax. Happy Saturday morning, you guys. It's finally the weekend. I'm gonna end off the vlog here. We've had a really relaxing, chill morning, and I'm working one of the shifts at the winery today. I guess someone had to call out, so I'm gonna take over, but that is everything for this weekly vlog. I love you guys, and I'm excited to keep vlogging this year. It's so much fun. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Follow along with all my fun adventures this year, and I love you guys so much.